What's good, great people? Whenever you're doing a podcast, rule number one is don't start it out on mute. I just did that. So double back into this thing. What's going on, y'all? Hey, listen, I'm happy to be here with y'all this week. It's been one of those crazy weeks, but here we go. We right at hump day. So if you made it here, you can make it anywhere. I don't know if you all had a chance. I hope y'all did have a chance to watch Sharita Barr and in her debut. I only got a chance to catch some of it, but very powerful show. Definitely, we need those positive words to inspire us to keep moving forward in a time like now. So I'm gonna tell y'all this is a good day for me. Um, I served in the military, which is something that I typically don't speak on or talk about, as most of my friends and loved ones know. I don't talk about it a lot because I had a unique uh, uh I had unique experiences while I served. However, it has really given me nothing but the highest amount of respect and reverence for the men and women of the armed forces, those who have served and those who serve still. Sacrifice. They don't get to see their families. They put their life on the line and they do it all. So I could be sitting over here running my mouth at y'all on a Wednesday. So much respect to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms who have dedicated their lives to fighting for this country and fighting for our rights. I love and appreciate the dedication that you all have, and more power to you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy this holiday. It definitely belongs to you. With that being said, I can't show all that love to the military without focusing my attention on what we have now is a new commander in chief that will be inaugurated in January. Joe Biden. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been going into various websites and whatever the case may be. And today I thought, what better day on Veterans Day? I should get to talk shit about anybody today because I served my country. I didn't just vote, which I did. I definitely did. But not only did I vote, but I served my country well. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. So with no further ado, I'm going to take y'all through a little class tonight. I'm doing a little class tonight. I want to take y'all on a class, and this class is going to be President Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris, their first 100 days. This is what they have laid out, the plan that they have laid out for their first 100 days. So if you will follow me on to, yeah, we doing this, we doing this. I'm on PowerPoint right now, and I put this together for y'all just so y'all will be able to see, the same things I'm seeing. And I went through various sources. I read various articles to get this information. So as always, and anytime, I dare you guys to fact check what I'm looking at and correct me if need be. It's just what I read. It's not what I think. It's not my personal thoughts. And if you read something different, please, by all means, inform me. I will, if you need this or if you would like this for a reference point of what to research, I will be sending out this or I'll send it out upon request. I'll give you my email at the end of the show and everything, and you guys can email me or hit me on Facebook or whatever, and I can make sure I get this PowerPoint presentation to y'all so that y'all can take your time and rummage through it and tell me how bad I did. I don't know, one of my favorite YouTubers always say, "Hate, comment, subscribe, whatever." So whatever you want to do. But yeah, let's get right into it. So in the first 100 days, the first thing that was listed was Biden's plan for the environment. I'm not going to sit here and read all this to y'all, but I will say, of course, he's going with the He wants to. It goes into talking about the climate of the world summit. It talks about rejoining the Paris Accords. It talks about showing public support for greenhouse gas and whatnot. Of course, the next one is Biden's plans for immigration. Okay. Biden plans for immigration, and in that he talks about, of course, in the current asylum policy, which I think we can all agree on, or at least anybody that has any human decency can agree on. He's going to reverse the Trump's public charge rules that denies permanent residency to legal immigrants if they use food stamps, Medicaid, housing vouchers, those type of things. Also, one of the things I was really looking at was, bring humanitarian resources to the border for those that are in need. I think that's one of the good policies. But I'm a little confused. We already talking about immigrants, and we haven't even started talking about Black people who live right here. But hey, listen, that's just me. We waiting on that. Moving right along, we're gonna go through some more immigration. He talks about the task force for the new Americans. He talks about holding a meeting with El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico. Okay, that sounds great. Wow. Okay. And then we go right from immigration and we move into Biden's plan for gun safety. Now, me being a veteran, and I know my fellow veterans out there, we are very, 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 very protective of our Second Amendment rights. So this is going to be one that you guys definitely want to go through with a fine-tooth comb when you want to talk about what it is that President Biden wants to do with the local gun laws. I think definitely if there's one that I could point out and we can well, first let's go through it. Reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act. That's a good one. I don't think any of us can disagree with that. That definitely needs to be done. And another one that I think should be, pretty universally accepted is he wants to close those quote unquote Charleston loopholes. I don't know if you all know the Charleston loopholes. They are referring to the loopholes that allow Dylan Roof to be able to buy a gun in 2015 and kill 9 people at the Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, North Carolina. So, of course, and especially when you attach it to such a tragic event, that's definitely something that, I believe we can all get behind. I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea that Dylan Roof was mentally insane or, had any type of, mental illness or anything like that. He just happened to be an evil white boy. And even so, he was an evil white boy with an automatic rifle that got to walk away from the crime that he committed. I'm not going to get into that. President Biden should have got into that on his first day. But we're looking at gun safety, more gun safety. He talks about what he's going to be expecting from his appointed attorney general. Again, I will definitely send this out. If you're not able to look at it now, I'll definitely send it out so that you're able to take a chance and look at it and scribble on it in red and tell me what I got wrong, or tell me what other things you may be interested in me looking into, and I'll gladly do that. But still no Black people. Here we are. I'm still waiting for can we talk about some social justice reform? Could we talk about some, could we talk about maybe a little bit of, maybe some reparations, something? Can we talk about something that directly affects the Black community? Biden's plan for the LGBTQ plus. Now, I didn't put the plus there, y'all. I took the plus directly from the article I was reading. I saw it throughout other various articles, so I didn't put the plus there. So if the plus is offensive to anybody that has any letters other than Q, it was not me that did it. Just want to put that out there. Don't come yelling at me talking about, so where's the Z? I didn't do it, okay? So he got plans for the LGBT community. He plans to direct federal resources to help prevent violence against transgendered women, focusing on transgender women of color. Wait, hey, there we go. Somebody of color got some. Shalom Aludi. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody of color got some attention, because my black ass still has not. So, nothing for regular gender black people yet. Just transgender black. Okay, I mean, but he got the homosexual community. The black people gotta be next. I'm gonna go to this next slide, and it gotta be black people. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. The black people coming up, and no, we're gonna go right into housing. On the first day, he plans to direct whoever is his Secretary of Housing and Urban Development to lead a task force. Okay, so that's day one. We're gonna go into housing on day one. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for black people to be mentioned in the first 100 days. Black people who are not transgender. Thank goodness the transgender people are gonna be taken care of, but black people who are not transgender have still not been mentioned. So, and guess what, y'all? I couldn't find no more. That was just all I found. If you found more things that he plans on focusing on in his in his first 100 days, you'll be better than me, because I didn't find it. So y'all help a brother out real quick. Try to help me, because I couldn't find it. Let me see. We're gonna try to figure this thing out real quick, because at the moment we don't have a plan. I don't know how that is gonna go for us, because I kind of figured we would be looking at this thing in a way where everything we do, or everything that was done, I would say, to everything that was done to get President Biden hired, or y'all say elected, but I believe elected officials should work for the people. I know that's idealistic, but everything that was done in order to get him elected as president, these things have not been rewarded in the sense of giving us the attention that we require. I don't know if that's something that it was, I had I don't want to say different thoughts, but my thoughts on that were a little, as I went through the information, I'm looking at it, my thoughts on it were a little torn. Because on the one case, I'm thinking, if I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he didn't, squeeze us into the first 100 days because he has more of a comprehensive and long-term plan for Black people. But on the other hand, it's hard for me not to want for us to be at the front of the line. I feel like we've gone so long being at the back of the line and so long waiting on, the American government to reach out to us in terms of what we need and in terms of what's important to us. Um, with that being the case, it I find it difficult to understand why we weren't even mentioned in the first 100 days, when the rounds seem to be made. When you talk about immigration, when you talk about the LGBTQ Q plus community, when you talk about um, guns, which are inanimate objects, people. They're inanimate objects. Guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns do. So uh, let's talk about something that can really impact the people. And the black people are literally the disenfranchised stepchildren of America, and they always have been that way. And I don't know what his plans are, but there should have been plans mentioned early and often. So to me, it doesn't matter if he has plans for us down the road. I believe plans for the Black community should have been mentioned early and often. So, like I said, that was just a little information that I came across. And it did me, um, like I said, it did me well to be able to research it and come up with it. All of that research is you know public information. Is you can get to it anytime you want to. Like I said, Biden even has it on his website. But I also looked through other various websites just to make sure I was covering my bases. So by all means, do your research as well. I implore everybody, whatever it is you have questions on, look it up. The information's out there. We just got to reach out and get it and share it with the people that we care about. With that being said, another piece of information that has come across my desk, and I say my desk as I sit up, word the hove in the background. But another piece of information that I had a chance to come across was Biden has been blocked by the State Department um, from getting messages from foreign leaders. Um, that's important. That's important because where Donald Trump, the former president of the United States of America, or the outgoing president, because clearly Joe Biden hasn't been inaugurated as of yet. Donald Trump, who will be soon to be the former president of the United States, uh, who is trying to illegitimize this election with every fiber in his being. He's calling for lawsuits left and right, and it makes a difference that one of his lackeys was appointed to the Department of State, Bill Barr, and Bill Barr is at the State Department actively not only refusing to accept the results of our latest election. Not only is he doing that, but he's actually barring the president elect from getting messages from foreign leadership, which I would assume was a national, like, granted, right now, most of it may be, who knows, most of it may be just congratulatory. Most of it may be just, good luck moving forward or whatever the case may be. But those are messages for the president elect. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a federal crime to mess with somebody's mail. What the hell kind of crime is it to mess with the president's email? Like, this is the president. He's about to be the president of the United States of America, and you're barring him from getting messages from foreign leadership. Um, I just the injustice of the Trump administration is still showing its ugly head, even on the way out the door. And this is something that we've all thought was possible, and we thought was, Donald Trump was capable of. And I don't know if we knew how it was going to look exactly, but this is the way it's looking. You have Bill Barr going against the president elect of his own country. You know, I think for one, we definitely need to get back to some sense of normalcy where, I don't ever have to agree with a Republican or a Democrat or whatever. I don't have to agree with you, and your choice of party, but that doesn't make you an enemy. We still live here in the same country, and we still have, the same, we still have the same land that we are on as individuals, as constituents. So we really got to get off this. We're enemies. It's crazy because I say that, right? And I grew up in Washington D.C. and still live there now, and I have a lot of friends that are in Baltimore, and a lot of my DC friends, y'all know how it is when you got friends that are in Baltimore. Even when you got family that's in Baltimore, like we cut them up. We cut them up. We can, we be frying them. I mean, we join with the best of them, and it's something that we've always done. Um, and it's different, but that doesn't make them our enemies. I I definitely disagree with a lot of the concepts in Baltimore. But that doesn't mean that I hate Baltimore. It just means I'd rather live here in DC, than to live there. But um, still, here we are. We're all in America, and we're all in the same country. This government has to work for us all, and if it doesn't work for us all, it don't work for any of us. If it don't work for everybody, it don't work for anybody. And that's the change that needs to be made. So part of my reason for showing y'all, what the forecast is for the Biden Harris first 100 days in office. Part of my reason for showing that is I want to show y'all that now that we've done what we were supposed to do, which is put forth the votes and the support to get vice pre- to get President-elect Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris in office. Now that we've done that work, now what we must do is keep the pressure on. We must keep the pressure on. We must continue to press the government. We must continue to press our local government as well as the Senate and the House. We must continue to keep the press on so that they understand that the agenda for Black America needs to be paid attention to. And if we can't do that, then we lost. It don't matter who won the election. We lost as a people. So I encourage you guys and urge you to do your research, know who you voted for. That's all all up and down the ballot, not just for president, not just for Congress, but even in your local elections. Know who you voted for, do your research on them, and hold their feet to the fire. They work for you now. You're a tax-paying American citizen, and the people that you elected to put in office are your employees. They work for you. And you know damn well your boss not gonna let you get into an office, kick your feet up, and wait till the next time you gotta be up for a job. So you better act like a supervisor, and you better stay on these people. These people have phone numbers. These people have emails. These people have offices that you can write into. Write in, call, email. Do what you must do as a constituent to make your voice heard. And don't just do it. Implore your loved ones and your friends to do the same thing. Employ your family members to do the same thing. Get together. Make sure you lobby the people that you know, your environment, the people in your environment, your immediate circle, and have them do the same thing with their circles that are also conjoined. Get into the mindset and the mold to build the type of constituency that needs to be paid attention to. The LGBTQ community has done it. The Latino or Latinx community have done it. The blueprint has been out there for decades, and Black people still haven't caught on to how to do this thing. Figure out how not only to vote, but how to put power behind your voice when there's no voting to be done. Figure out how to organize and put together fundraising parties or fundraising events so that you all can come up with the money that you need to sway some of your issues into the public eye, into the public view. Protest is fine. Protest is a great thing, don't get me wrong, and it's our American right. But it's also our American right to be able to lobby and fundraise and create ways for our voices to be heard outside of just voting. We can be a superpower. We should be a superpower in this country with everything that we do. I shared with somebody on Sunday, and anybody that had a chance to listen to Illogically Speaking, I shared on Sunday there $17 trillion. $17 trillion is the Black amount, or the spending amount for Black buying power. We put $17 trillion into the economy annually. Black people spend $17 trillion into the economy annually. That is enough money for a small country. Think about that. Gucci belts, red bottoms. Think about that for a second, y'all. Think about your J's. Think about your Benzes. Think about your whatever fly car you like to ride, whatever fly, clothes you like to wear. $17 trillion of Black dollars. 17 trillion Black dollars goes into the American economy. How much of that do y'all think goes towards education? How much of that do y'all think goes towards employment for Black people? $17 trillion is a lot of money to people who ancestors built the country for free by force. We're not living the American dream, but we sure as hell paying for it. I need y'all, respectfully, family, get your head out your ass. Stop weighing your head on. Stop weighing your shoulders on your ass. Like, come on, man. Like, we ain't got to do that. We ain't gotta keep weighing our ass on our shoulders. We ain't gotta keep being dumb about this thing. We can put some money back into the economy and make it work for us. I implore y'all to do that. Hey, listen, here's to hoping that next week when we meet, we've been a little better than we was this week. I love y'all. I enjoy y'all. You can hit me on Instagram. It's AD the Second Coming. And that's my Instagram. Or you can hit me on Facebook, Andre Smooth. If you get me on my email, it's Andre D Ford at outlook.com. And if you want to research anything, if you would like to tell me something that you would like me to touch on, whatever the case may be. I'll be at a lookout for it. Like I said, I've enjoyed y'all. I'll continue to enjoy y'all. And until next week, I'm out.